XLR here. I just wanted to do a video for you today on installing the new C6 buttstock. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to need to remove our grip. So if we take our 3/16 extended bit, we'll be able to remove it. Once we have that removed, there's going to be a set screw here on the bottom of the chassis, and that's going to contact your buffer tube threads. It's just a little extra security for whenever your buffer tube's on your chassis, make sure it doesn't back out on you. So you do want to make sure you remove that. I'm going to say it again, make sure you remove that, otherwise you will strip out the buffer tube threads, and that's not good. Make sure you put that in a good spot, otherwise you will lose it. I've seen it too many times. Once we have those two removed, we can just easily unthread the buttstock that's already on here. If your buttstock's on there too tight and you can't just break it loose like I did, there will be a spot on the back of a contour buffer tube. I'll show you here in just a second. There's a spot right here on the back end, so you can actually put an Allen wrench in there. If you have a standard buffer tube or a short buffer tube, you'll just have to make sure you break that castle nut loose. So once we have our TR2 removed, we can go ahead and start putting our C6 on. The first thing you're going to want to do is put a little bit of white lithium grease on the threads of your C6. Just a little bit, you don't need very much. I've already applied mine on here. So once you have your white lithium on, you can just go ahead and thread the buttstock in. I like to go all the way until it bottoms out. Right there. And then I'll back it off. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my set screw back in. If you look on the bottom of your C6 adapter, there's going to be a little slot in there in the threads. And so that's where your set screw wants to make contact. That way we're not messing up any threads. So if you just peek underneath, you'll see what I'm talking about. You just want to go finger tight there. I'd say around 10 inch-pounds if you want to torque it on. Then we're going to tighten that castle nut. Go ahead and torque the castle nut down. Once your castle nut's torqued down, then we can put our grip back on. Sometimes starting these threads can be a little difficult, so just make sure you're not cross-threading on your chassis. There we go. That's how you install the C6 buttstock. Now we'll go into how to adjust the C6 to fit you properly. Once we have the C6 installed, we're going to go ahead and set it up for ourselves. The first thing I like to adjust is the cheek rest. And that is actually the only thing that is going to need tools on the C6. So you can simply loosen these two screws. They're just right on the top end of the cheek rest. And that's going to allow you to move the cheek rest from side to side. And then if we take them all the way off, we're going to actually be able to move the cheek rest forward and aft. So then we can align these screws right here if that fits you better. Personally, I like them, run them back here. I'm a right-handed shooter, so I run them all the way to the right side of the chassis, or of the buttstock. And that just allows me to get the best sight picture possible. But everybody's gonna be just a little different. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna set the length of pull. In order to do so, you can loosen this thumb wheel, and then we can turn this knob, and that's gonna bring it in and out. Then once you have it where you need, you can go ahead and just tighten that thumb knob, thumb wheel. You do not want to tighten the inside of there. That does not torque it. The only torque that you're gonna get is just by spinning this outside knob. Same thing for the back, for the recoil pad. All you want to do is push this little socket head, and that is going to allow you to move the recoil pad up and down. So you can set that wherever you would like. Personally, I run mine just one click up from these two plates being flush. And that seems to fit me really well. And then we can also set our cheek piece height. So same thing here. Go ahead and loosen that thumb wheel. We can go ahead and then move it down or up and set it wherever you would like. I run mine pretty much even with the top of that back plate. And then same thing, you can just tighten the outside. You don't want to torque the inside. So once you have all of those adjustments set up, what I like to do personally is you can go inside of here and just take a little bit of nail polish, and you can mark where you need all of your adjustments set up. And that way, if you ever need to move them, say you need to drop your cheek piece for cleaning your rifle, you can come right back to where you had it set already. Thank you guys for watching. If you ever have any questions while you're installing or trying to adjust your C6, please give us a call at 970-241-1807, or you can also shoot us an email at info@xlrindustries.com. Thank you.